Hi, everyone. My name is Abbie Anderson, Program Coordinator Senior with Work Plus here at Arizona State University. Welcome to a brief overview of Work Plus and how you can implement this framework into the student employment experience that you offer. Before we get started, I wanted to define working learner, a term our office uses rather than student employee. We use this term because we believe that students on-campus employment should be a working and learning experience rather than just clocking in, completing a few tasks, and then clocking out. The on-campus work experience should be an integrated working and learning process rather than two separate opportunities. There truly is more to being an on-campus student employee than simply receiving a paycheck. To get us started with the why behind Work Plus, why Work Plus was developed, there have been many studies that are suggesting there's a skills gap in college graduates, that these students don't necessarily have the skills employers are looking for, which to me is an issue because why are students going to college? To prepare them for the workforce, right? So in the Work Plus office, we see it not necessarily as a skills gap as much as it is an awareness gap or an articulation gap. Students do have the skills that employers are looking for. They just aren't able to speak on them or effectively show that they have the experience in these different skills. What we know about working learners is oftentimes these are students that must work while attending school, whether it's to pay for their schooling, pay for their books, take care of families. Um, Working is not an option for some of our students. Additionally, the demographics of our working learners tells us that these students who are our employees are oftentimes the students who are most in need of support, less likely to get the connections that they need. They have the most barriers to student success. Work Plus is really designed for those students facing those barriers. If you weren't aware, here at ASU, we do employ upwards of 12,000 students on an annual basis. What this is telling us is that we should really be elevating the existing experiences that we're offering rather than asking students to seek out separate or additional opportunities. Student Work just really presents the ideal platform for students' professional and personal growth. In addition to that, Work Plus is also here to support the supervisors of these student employees. For many supervisors, when they applied for a position that they are now in, supervising working learners or supervising student employees may or may not have been part of your job description. And again, that is what we're here for, is to help support, make sure that supervisors have the needed trainings, resources, guides to really implement a great working and learning experience for the students. At the end of the day, we just know that we cannot add more to the plates of our students or supervisors, but again, utilize the time that they already have and enhance that career development. So here at ASU, we are striving to make the student employment experience to be more of a working and learning experience, like I said earlier, that's driven by ASU's charter. The on-campus employment experience will contribute to a student's career growth by an increased career readiness, an enriched working relationship between supervisors and the working learners or student employees, and the ability to connect those transferable skills, really helping students connect the dots of what I'm doing here at ASU is real experience, it is valuable, and it is preparing me for my future through X, Y, and Z. Just diving into those a little bit deeper here, giving you some more examples of what we're meaning when we talk about these three working learner outcomes. With an increased career readiness, within this, students will begin to develop an understanding of some of those core career competencies that employers are looking for. Additionally, engaging with tasks or projects, professional development in a way that's enabling the working learner to grow and further enhance their skills. When it comes to the enriched working relationships, first and foremost, we're really just hoping to create a safe place for everyone. Coming to work should not be scary or causing anxiety for our students or our supervisors. So making sure that it's truly just a safe space to come to. In addition to that, helping supervisors and working learners have regular and meaningful connections with each other, having that engagement in their work, again, just be meaningful rather than a menial work. Within this one, we're also helping supervisors view themselves as a student employment champion, as a mentor to the students that they're serving. And again, with the help from different resources ASU and Work Plus is offering, and again, just the guidance of the community of supervisors here at ASU. The last one, again, being that ability to connect transferable skills. Again, just helping students see the connection between their student employment experience and post-graduation. In addition to that, helping students really develop and craft out a professional story, understanding the importance of those, when to use those, that kind of thing. Again, just being able to articulate their various experiences. The quote here on the screen, this comes from NASPA, and they actually go as far as saying that the supervisor is the linchpin of the student employment experience. What this tells us is, in order to ensure the level of experience is a meaningful one, the institution, ASU, should be focusing efforts on the support and professional development of the supervisors of these working learners. Because again, at the end of the day, who's the one facilitating the experience? You all as supervisors, right? So ultimately, Work Plus is here to take the pressure off of departments to individually develop and maintain trainings, support, and resources that are required to successfully employ working learners, but also support the supervisors or staff within that department. We do utilize NACE, or the National Association of Colleges and Employers, kind of as the backbone to the Work Plus curriculum. The skills that you see on the screen now are reviewed on a normal basis by hundreds of employers across nonprofit, government, and corporate sectors to ensure that our students are building those in-demand skills no matter what industry they end up pursuing. Recent studies have shown that employers have deemed communication to be the most essential skill. So again, as a supervisor, that tells me that communication should kind of be top of my radar. How can I be more intentional with that skill and making sure that my students are confident within that skill? So we talked about the why Work Plus was developed, why we're here. But now let's talk about how Work Plus supports you as a supervisor. Again, Work Plus is not necessarily the student employment office, but we are what powers the student employment experience by integrating skill building, reflection, and effective articulation into the existing student employee experience. In order to support you and your working learners, here's what we have to provide to you all. First and foremost, culture and community. We are building a community of ASU students, staff, faculty that value career readiness and how it's deeply connected to the student employee experience. We provide opportunities to further develop skills and connections with peers through different workshops and networking events, for the working learners specifically, for the supervisors specifically, and then also opportunities for you all to come together and just, again, network and get to know each other. The second week in April is National Student Employee Appreciation Week. While yes, that is very important, we believe that our students deserve recognition and appreciation all year round. So again, Work Plus, we're here to send reminders, tips, tricks on how you can be showing your students that recognition and appreciation. Additionally, we also offer evaluations and assessment. So we have started sending an annual student employment survey that gets sent to both student employees and supervisors, just to get a better understanding of where improvements are needed to enhance the experience for everyone. We also help implement an evaluation process of the work that your working learners are doing to help find where they are needing improvement before entering the workforce. Going off of that, we also offer individualized coaching and support. So if there's a specific barrier or concept in your office that you're wanting to kind of break down or see what you might be able to find for solutions, connect with us and we might be able to help you get together and really identify ways to break down those barriers. And again, just implement a great experience for you and the students working in your office. Additionally, resources, tools, and best practices. Again, we are here to do the heavy lifting for you all. We've either built or found the tools and resources needed to implement a great student employment experience, and we're starting to put it into a central location on the WorkPlus website. So one thing about ASU, super cool, because there is a resource for everything. If you need it, there's probably a resource for it. But on the flip side, that can be very overwhelming. There's too many resources. Is this one still relevant? Can I trust this one? Again, we are starting to bring all of those resources to a central location on the Work Plus website so that if you or your students have questions or concerns regarding the student employment experience, hopefully our website can kind of be that first stop for you and help you find those answers. If not, again, that's what the community is here for. So we do have Slack channels for our supervisors and a Slack channel for the students that you all are more than welcome to join. And then again, just ask questions, share resources, and really connect with the other supervisors and working learners here at ASU. So looking at next steps, if you directly supervise student employees, be sure to get registered for a Student Employment Foundation supervisor session. This is offered either as a live session with the Work Plus team offered on a monthly basis for the rest of the fall 2024 semester. Or if you don't have the time to join a live session, that is totally fine. We are also offering these as an asynchronous option. You would be able to self-enroll into a Canvas course and kind of work through these modules and concepts at your own pace to get through those. In addition to that, as part of the foundation sessions, you will also have the chance to have a consultation with the Work Plus team. So this is offered whether you do it live or through asynchronous versions. You can connect with the Work Plus team just to give us a better idea of the current experience offered in your office. And we will just be able to provide suggestions or resources to, again, just really implement a great working and learning experience for everyone. If you are maybe a supervisor or director and you have working learners in your office, but they don't necessarily report directly to you, encourage one of your supervisors of the student employees to connect with us in the Work Plus office or go ahead and register for one of these supervisor foundation sessions. With that being said, that does bring us to the end of our Work Plus info session today. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact us. You can either contact us at workplus@asu.edu or reach out personally to Amanda Kennedy, Abbie Anderson, or Amanda Buckwitz for some help.